Let's bring in consumer expert Tony Chapman. Hi, Tony. Good to see you.
Good to be here.
So tell me about, they haven't made the decision yet. They're obviously looking at it. How responsive do they need to be to this outcry?
I think they have to be very responsive. I mean, this is a co-op. It's there's decisions by many. They want to take their time. They're dealing with a lot of products they've had since their very beginning, who got caught up in a consolidation of a major corporation who often has an evil cousin that sells these automatic weapons. So it's complicated. But I always think that organizations should put purpose ahead of profit, that they should really focus on what matters most. And Mounted Equipment Co-op's one of the most admired brands in Canada because they're about the planet. They're about the responsible use of the planet. They're about people getting outdoors and living life to their fullest. So I can't understand how within those value system and that sense of purpose, they can continue to sell any brands, even as loyal as they've been in the past, that are attached to a corporation that sells semi-automatic weapons.
And if they put purpose ahead of profit, I mean, these stores have contracts with suppliers and manufacturers of various different things. It would cost them.
Oh, for sure. And I mean, it's a customer base that might have been that's loyal to these products, and they're saying, "Let us make the choice." It's a lot of dominoes that happen when you make a decision like this, and you wish you could have more time, but in the court of public opinion, there is no time. The transparency is there. There's no spin doctors that are going to protect you, and you have to make a decision. Brands today, they don't want to play sides. They want to sell to all the consumers, but the way this world's moving and how far apart we're getting, and it's me against you, it's have versus have not, it's the Hatfield versus McCoys. When you get caught in a volley of bullets between the two, you have to make a decision, even though it's going to cost you business. And I always say to my clients, profit over purpose, because that is what brings customers in your door. That's why your brand is so admired. And more importantly, the people that work for you as well want to be working for an organization that wouldn't be creating profits to support an organization that also sells automatic weaponry. So I really do think this decision is pretty clear. It's just a question of them getting in front of it now versus looking like they're just bending to the will of the consumers.
Yeah, and Tony, I mean, in the long term, depending on the percentage of items that are supplied by Vista, they would find a replacement or find something else to sell.
That's where the artisan movement comes in. You get these major consolidations and conglomerates happening, and what happens is you do have your evil cousins within the family, and very often the artisan brands come in and say, we can supply a product that's equally good, and by the way, you can look at our entire footprint from the way we source product to manufacturing it. We embody the same values you do, and when you do that and you're like-minded, you tend to build a better partnership with that retailer.
If you're advising the CEO and you've got this social media outcry, how long do you tell him or her to make that decision?
36 hours ago.
Oh.
Right. I mean, right away, get into it and say, listen, I'm sorry. We love you as a product and love you as a brand, but we can't generate profits for you that go to fueling your sister side of your business that's in the business of selling automatic weapons.
Tony Chapman, the CEO of Tony Chapman Reactions. Thank you.